Hey everybody, TrinfiniteX here, with The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild 64%. I'll explain 64% in a moment. Please note that I will be allowing all major cutscenes to play and trying not to talk over any of the voice-acted dialogue.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
The goal of this playthrough is to collect and complete everything of importance in a time-efficient manner. To be clear, time efficient does not mean speedrun. This is not a speedrun. But I will be making use of speedrunning tricks for casual purposes. All the tricks that I use are fairly simple and should be easy enough for anyone to perform. I will give explanations at least once before I use a trick or glitch, and then again as requested. I try to avoid using complicated or time-consuming tricks. This playthrough is intended for people who have already beaten the game once or twice, and would like to go back through and have some fun with some easy tricks while also completing the majority of the things to do in the game.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
As an example of what I mean by collecting everything of importance, we will be collecting enough Korok seeds to get all the inventory slots, but not collecting all 900 seeds to obtain Hestu's Reward. Hestu's Reward is a trophy item that has no function and thus does not impact or enhance the gameplay experience. Another example would be completing Tarrytown. Though it does not count towards percentage, it does grant access to a couple of notable shops and thus will be completed.
Hold the Sheikah slate up to the pedestal. That will show you the way. Link, you are the light. Our light. That must shine upon Hyrule once again. Now go.
Before I explain exactly what I'm going to get, the first trick of the run is called whistle running. To do this, you'll need your left hand on the controller in a bit of a claw shape so you can control your direction, while simultaneously holding down on the D-pad. Then rapidly tap the B button and you'll be able to run without consuming stamina. Whistle running is a pretty easy trick, and you're going to be seeing me use it constantly throughout the run because it's just so convenient. We will be completing all shrines, all divine beasts, and collecting all of the map locations, as well as 460 of the 900 Korok seeds in the game. Only 441 are required for all inventory slots, but I'm going to collect 19 more just to round out the percentage to 64%. I do have all the DLC, and so we will also be completing all of that. I'm not going to read out all of this, like all the dialogue here, but I do like to talk to the old man, you know, since it kind of feels like it's part of the story. I am going to go ahead and, you know, talk to him, and his dialogue will briefly appear on screen for those of you who can either read fast or pause the video to read it.
Ooh.
So, there's a lot to say in the beginning of the game, so I'm recording this opening section of the game separately from the stream I'm going to do of this game. The stream will start as soon as I finish the opening segment of the game here. Just got to do a few things.
Link. Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
So, I do have a playlist of music ready to play while we explore Hyrule out in the open fields, while we're looking for Korok seeds and there's like no music playing. It can get pretty boring. So I've got some entertaining music ready for us as soon as we leave the Great Plateau. But for now, it's time for another trick. So we're going to pull out a weapon like we're going to throw it. I'm going to stare at the ground and I'm going to jump off this ledge. I'm going to start to throw the weapon, and then I'm going to hold right on the D-pad, and then I'm going to scroll over and select this other tree branch here. You can tell it's not the one I have selected. And by doing that mid-throw, it calculates my fall damage from the point at which I selected a different weapon, rather than the point from which I actually fell, so I don't take any fall damage. That's obviously a super convenient trick to know early on in the game when you don't have the paraglider to save you from fall damage. So next up we need the shield off of this guy here. It can be a little tricky to get, but try to get him to start swinging. And if we can, there we go. If we can get him to guard and then hit him with the charged spin of the axe, it'll immediately get rid of his shield, and we want to collect that shield and then run up to the tower. This is one of my favorite cutscenes. I just think the tower activating cutscene is so cool. personally. In case it wasn't clear already, I am doing this on master mode. So, those orange bokoblins you saw in the cutscene there, that is not because I'm playing on normal mode. That's because that's just how the cutscene is.
Try to remember. You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power, this world will face its end. Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
Okay, so now for a much more frightening demonstration of the fall damage cancel. There we go. The fall damage cancel is not a technique you're going to see very often, because as soon as we get the paraglider, it becomes obsolete. But it's not actually that difficult to perform, it's just very intimidating to perform. Because early on, well, a lot of the falls can kill you. So, we're just about at the point where I'm going to stop the pre-recording, save the game, and I'll be picking it up in the stream.
Ooh.
Again, this is going to be done all in master mode, because the only difference between master mode and normal mode is that there are various floating platforms with enemies around and extra treasure, which actually makes the game easier. And all the enemies have been raised up one tier, so enemies that would normally be orange are actually blue, and then the blue ones will be the black ones, and so on and so forth. And then there's also golden enemies. And the only difference is that they have more HP and they deal more damage. That's literally the only difference. Blue enemies deal more damage than the orange ones. And they have more health. That's it. And then each tier is the same. That's all they did. They didn't add any extra puzzles or challenges. The enemies don't attack any faster. They don't use any different or unique attack patterns. They just casually upped the tier of each enemy and added another tier of enemy. And that's about it. So, I'm going to go ahead and save the game here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up the playthrough in the stream. See you guys in just a second. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is where most people tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. And while I would appreciate you doing all that, if you enjoyed my content, come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/TrinfiniteX so you can watch and chat with me while I make these. I'm a family-friendly streamer, so everybody's welcome. Throw me a follow on Twitch and Twitter so you can get notifications when I go live. Links will be down in the description. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to meeting you.